Good morning, children. Today we are here to discuss Unit 10 Electromagnetism of 10th class. Children, within this particular topic, we are going to discuss about activity 2. What does this activity 2 gives information? It gives information about a field that is nothing but what? Magnetic field. What will produce magnetic field? A bar magnet will produce magnetic field. What is that particular magnetic field? If we take it up. See here I have taken a bar magnet and yes, for a bar magnet consisting of north pole as well as south pole. If I am placing on a paper, what happens there? Around that particular bar magnet, certain region will be affected by that particular field. That field is called as nothing but what? Magnetic field. How can we identify that there is existing a field around a bar magnet? By placing a magnetic material within that particular region without any physical contact. We are not contacting it. There is no physical contact between these two things, a bar magnet and a material. No physical contact is there. Or if I am placing a magnetic material within the region around a bar magnet, this particular magnetic material experiences one force. That force would be called as what? Magnetic force, which is denoted with capital F. That force allows that particular magnetic material to attract towards bar magnet. Therefore, that region is called as nothing but what? Magnetic field. That region is called as what? A magnetic field. It will be there. And the magnetic force, I said that itself, Young force is what? Magnetic force is experienced by what? Magnetic material there. That force will be either it may be stronger or it may be weaker. Stronger when it will be there, when it is near to this particular bar magnet, when the magnetic material is near to the bar magnet, at poles. At poles, if it is near to the pole, if it is existing more stronger, there will be that existing the magnetic force. And in between that, if it is far from the bar magnet, what happens there itself? The magnetic field will be very much weak. It will be that existing. The strength of the magnetic force acting upon this particular magnetic material depends upon the placement of this particular magnetic material within the region. And we have two laws. What are those two laws of magnetism? First law, we are having how many poles? North pole as well as south pole. We have clearly studied that the north pole and north pole, if it is existing, we will call them as nothing but what? Like poles. When we are placing north pole and north pole near to each other, what happens there? They repulse each other. If I am taking unlike poles like such as south pole and north pole or north pole and south pole, then what happened there? Attraction will be taken place there itself. Based upon these two laws, what happened? The magnetic field would be explained there itself. To enter into this particular activity there, this magnetic field, before going to activity 2, this magnetic field depends upon three things. First one is what? The charge of the magnetic material. Second one is what? Velocity, with how much speed, with how much rate of change of velocity it is attracting towards the bar magnet or moving away from the bar magnet. That is that one, and rate of change of velocity, that is nothing but what? Acceleration. Based upon these three factors, magnetic field will be get dependent. This is general introductory regarding magnetic field. Now we will enter into what? Activity 2. What does activity 2 gives information? To perform this activity 2, we require certain material. First one is what? Bar magnet we required, which is having north pole as well as south pole. A piece of white sheet paper I have taken there, on which we are going to perform this particular activity there. Magnetic field, how it is existing around a bar magnet. To some extent we are going to construct. The next one is what? A compass needle is required there itself. How the compass needle will be get existing? It will be get existing in such a way such that the north pole of a bar magnet, when we set free the compass needle, the north pole of a bar magnet will be always rest towards geographical north, and south pole of the bar magnet will be rest towards geographical south. That is the thing, that is the main point what we have to keep in our mind regarding compass needle. Nowadays we are seeing within the keychains also, keychains of bicycle, keychains of a car, keychains of motorbike. If you go it up, if you will see it, the deflection within the color, a round spear shape, it will be get existing. Within that, the needle will be get rotating here and there. Always it will rest into a direction to of geographical north only. Based upon that only, sailors, as they are going through ocean, they will identify that in which direction our ship is moving. They can easily identify based upon that one. In Sahara deserts also, people as they are walking, they will hold compass needle. By that they can identify direction, in which direction, whether they are moving. Based upon, if you know one direction, exactly opposite that one, south pole, towards right side east, towards west side, towards left hand side it is west. Based upon that, they used to mind map that particular map, and they used to go through that particular areas there to identify the place. Similarly, here compass will also useful. It works upon a principle called as directionality. That means what? If I set free this particular compass wheel, it will come to rest to the geographical north of the earth. Take that particular compass wheel. Next one is what? Pencil as well as eraser. You take it up. These are the material required to perform this particular activity there. Then afterwards, procedure, going into the procedure there itself. Place a white color white sheet, fix it to a cardboard on the surface of table, where we are going to perform this particular bar magnet, and exactly locate that particular midpoint of that particular paper by folding in 4 directions, so that exactly midpoint we can obtain. Exactly at the midpoint, place a bar magnet of certain length, of known length and certain strength existing for a particular bar magnet, and place geographical such that geographical north of a bar magnet is facing towards geographical north, and south of the bar magnet is facing towards geographical south. In that direction you place it up. Second thing is what? When I am talking about, for a compass it is also having north pole and south pole. For bar magnet is also having north pole and south pole. Therefore, by applying the laws of magnetism, not like poles attracts and repel each other, and like poles attracts each other. Based upon this particular phenomena, what happened there? Now this phenomena is going to be get applied inside by bringing a compass needle in such a way that towards north pole. Place a compass needle in such a way that towards north pole of compass needle is placed near to the north pole, and south pole must be away from the north pole. When I am placing compass needle in this direction, what happens there itself? This compass needle will be get rotated. Why it will be rotating there? As north pole, what happens there itself? Repulsion will be taken place. Similar poles are there, therefore repulsion will be taken place, so that the compass needle will be rotated in this particular direction, at this particular, and mark by using pencil that particular direction. And again, at this particular location also place compass needle consisting of north pole and south pole. So that what happens there? Here also this particular north pole will be repulsion will be taken place and come closer towards it. It moves a little bit away. And again, if I am placing here one more compass needle there itself, a same compass needle placing, mark it with pencil there, then afterwards what happened at this location also, they place it up. When I am placing, it is near to the south pole. what will be taken place? South pole and north pole, attraction will be taken place, so that this particular bar magnet will move near to the south pole there itself. In this particular way, if I place by using pencil, if I am noting the particular direction, easily we can identify the magnetic field. Here, this is a region where magnetic field is affecting, and this is a region where the magnetic field is affecting. This is a region where the magnetic field is affecting. If I place a compass at this location also, there will be a region. These all are magnetic field effect regions if I am taking it up. If I am taking these all are magnetic field effect regions, what happens there? This is one point, this is another point, this is another point, this is another point. From one point to another point, what happens there itself? It is the magnetic field effect is gradually changing from one point to other point. How we are identifying that one? By the orientation of compass needle. By the orientation of compass needle, we are identifying that from one point to another point, magnetic field effect is gradually changing. By this we can identify one point. What is that point? Magnetic field settled at different locations or different directions in different positions. See here, the direction is away, but whereas here the direction is towards. Direction is changing or not, moving away or not. Therefore, different direction is there and different position. If you take it up from here, this is the first position, this is the second position. And again, this is the third position, this is the fourth position. Depending, the magnetic field settled at different directions and different positions can be easily identified based upon orientation of the needle we can identify. That particular point we are identifying it up. Next one is what? What is making needle to be at oriented? What force is acting? We set it up. What is that force? Magnetic force, which is denoted with capital F. Which is denoted with what F is? Capital F. It is denoted there itself. Which causes needle to deflect and make it to come to rest in one certain direction there. Here when I am placing north pole, it is deflecting away and resting at certain position there itself. Resting at this particular point. So what happened? The magnetic force which is existing in between these two things is more stronger. It is allowing this particular needle to move away from this particular pole and allowing it to be at rest at certain direction. That particular point we can understand, and that magnetic force will be up to type clearly stronger near to the poles, weaker far from a particular region. When it is near to the bar magnet, most force will be acted. As it is far from the bar magnet, less force will be acting upon that particular one that we have studied here clearly. The magnetic force is due to magnetic field strength of this particular. How this particular magnetic force is acting there? Depending upon this particular bar magnet strength. How much strength that particular bar magnet exists. Depending upon that particular strength of the bar magnet, magnetic field, the region occupied around the bar magnet will be experiences. It will be resistant. And we have already studied clearly that nearer to that particular one, more strength will be there. If it is more strength, what happens there? Needle deflection is what? Compass needle will be moving away. That is based upon the deflection of compass needle. We can identify the strength of the bar magnet there. However, it is a strong force is acting there, magnetic force is acting, or weak magnetic force is acting, we can identify. If you place a bar magnet, if I place a compass needle far from this particular place, far from the bar magnet, I have placed it up. Can this particular compass needle show any deflection? No. Why? As it is away from the particular magnetic field, also we can consider or weak magnetic force is acting upon between them, so that which is not allowing that particular compass needle to change the direction of geographical north. When we set free this particular compass needle, it is existing in what direction? Geographical north. The force is not experiencing in such a way that not experiencing that much more, so that the geographical north of compass needle may not be get changed. It remains same. It remains same. These possibilities can be get exist within a man. That is nothing but the total concept of this particular magnetic field. And this magnetic field, how it will be get existing? It will be get existing in 3-dimensional. If I take comparison needle by holding with a thread and placing it in upward, as we are performing experiment on the table, exactly a certain height, if I am placing a compass needle, it shows certain deflection. If it is within the field itself, it shows a deflection. Near to the bar magnet, more magnetic force will be acted. Away from the bar magnet, less magnetic force will be acted. Therefore, we can say that the magnetic field which is existing by a bar magnet will be in 3-dimensional, as our board is of 2-dimensional. In 2 directions only we can specify it. Similarly, this magnetic field varies from point to point depending upon the orientations also. We have seen it. This is the total concept about magnetic field and how it will be get experienced in the magnetic force by a magnetic material. Also we have seen it. Thank you children. Watch this video little bit number of times to get an idea on magnetic field. Thank you.